Hey guys, it's me back again with a funny story, I think. So what happened was I was just sitting at home minding my own business as you do, and I received a letter in the mail, and I looked at it and it said something like, "Congratulations, you inherited some place or another." And I was like, sure, what would you think, right? If you received something like that. So I was like, yeah, sure. The Nigerian prince strikes again, and he's offering me some money. But first I have to give him some money so he can book this whole transaction or whatever, people just believe these things all the time and just get ripped off. So I wasn't giving too much thought into this, but it actually, after some research, it actually turned out to be real, and I'm absolutely amazed. I'm so stoked. This is actually for real. I actually inherited a tiny little teeny weeny bit and piece of land, and I just went there and I'm on it right now, so I can show you guys. This is it. Hang on. Ooh. This is all this, everything that touched by the light, everything touched by the light is mine. Woohoo! And you can see it, it's barren, there's nothing going on here, it's tiny. It looks like crap right now, but I'm stoked, right? I mean, how often does that happen? So I could sell it, but why? So I'm kind of thinking of redoing it and maybe putting some stuff here. Why not? It's tiny, it looks like shit. But I mean, you can make something lovely out of it. Sure. And you know what? There's also a little shed on it, like a garden house. Also looking like crap, right? But if you put some love into it, why not? I think I can make something out of it. However, this is gonna be really expensive, I think, to overdo this, and I'm on a tiny budget with this one. I have to think about it. I mean, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? So yeah, come to think of it, I mean, I would actually love to have this tiny little piece of land and do something with it. It's, as I said, it's just so much work that I think I have to put into this, because it's, look at this, right? This is quite something. But actually, yeah, over here, for example, look at this. The rainwater is just pouring into the ground. So I'm thinking of putting some. I mean, if you collect the rainwater, that's a valuable resource. Why would you waste it, right? So it's gonna be so much work, and I would love to do this on a tiny budget. So that usually means that it takes longer. So I'm thinking starting work here, that would take at least a year, I think, for some things to show, right? To see the effort and to see some progress. But I mean, why not? I'm not in a rush. It is mine now, after all, so why wouldn't I? And you know what, actually? I could make this like a little refuge for myself, obviously, to relax, to put a hammock somewhere, and also maybe for some. I mean, this is just, you can see that, right? It's just grass, and yeah, they just peeled the grass and mowed it, and it's just barren. There's nothing going on there. So maybe if you put some flowers or something, maybe some bushes and stuff, maybe there could be kind of like a biodiversity hotspot right here. On my tiny little land. Actually, I love the idea that you have this tiny little piece, but it's actually so much more for some animals, like some birds and insects. And we know how hard they have it right now. It's not a great time for them. So maybe I can do my part. Alrighty. So I think I made up my mind. I'm gonna do this, and I'll tell you what's gonna happen. I'm going to do my best on working here and in making this the most beautiful tiny little refuge and paradise that I can dream of, with the things I can actually do, with my abilities. And I'm absolutely not a pro in this. I've never done this before. This is nothing that I usually do, and I have no idea. But you know, what's the internet for, right? So I think I'm gonna learn by doing. I'm gonna make some huge mistakes. It's gonna be funny as hell for you guys, at least I think. I'm gonna go mental and insane probably. But I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna make some videos of me and my progress and show it to you guys, and you can comment on this. You can have a look at what I'm doing wrong, what I might be doing right, and maybe you like the progress as well. I'm stoked. I'm so much looking forward to this adventure. It's going to be so much fun. Even though I think you're noticing, right? I'm still hesitant, and I still have no idea where this is going because I have no idea what I'm doing. But I mean, why not? It's tiny. What could possibly go wrong? Quite a lot, actually. Right, so we can just walk around, have a first look at what the status quo is, as I like to put it, see what's going on here right now and how I can improve it, maybe. So in this corner here, there is rainwater collection, which is nice, but it is collected and being just dumped into the ground. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put some rain collectors right here. So it's a valuable resource, and I wouldn't want to waste it. So collect the rainwater here. That I think is kind of like the first step. Yeah, what else? Overall, I think this piece of barren land could be transformed into a meadow of sorts. Maybe some flowers, maybe some bushes. Something nice, right? Some structure in there. So some animals like insects, birds, as I said, they can have a nice place to stay. Maybe I could also put some dead wood here in this corner. So like tiny little insects like to go in there and have a nice place. Yeah. All right, this corner here. Maybe I was just thinking. Maybe over there, maybe some wet area, maybe tiny little. Like a little pond, kind of tiny though. So like dragonflies and stuff, I think they love it. Birds in the summer when it's hot. Nice cold sip of water, why not? And here I was just thinking, just in front of this, maybe something like a porch or something that is growing up and looking nice and putting out some nice flowers and smell maybe. And you can sit there and enjoy and relax and enjoy a nice cold beer maybe. Under a roof of like wine or something. That would be nice. Or a wisteria. That would be nice. Right here maybe. Pond thing, wisteria thing. Yeah. And right here we have the foundations of what used to be, I think, a tiny little shed for tools. As this doesn't have any water running through pipes or something, I'm thinking of putting an outhouse there. Little outhouse with a composting toilet maybe. Sensible idea. So nothing goes to waste, quite literally. You don't need the sewage system or something. You can just put it in the compost, which is so far just here, this big thing. I'm thinking of putting a thermo composter there. Yeah, and an outhouse with maybe an attached tool shed. That would be great. You see, this project is just getting more and more by the minute. I should stop walking around here. I'm thinking of more and more stuff. You know what could be done here? Maybe a nice sitting area with the fireplace. Just not like a big fireplace, but just where you can maybe put some stuff on a grill maybe. You know, tripod grill on that. Put some fire, logs, timber beneath. That would be nice, right? That would be cool. Wheelbarrow, right there. And then there's this. A front porch, actually. And I love the concept. However, look at it. It's just absolutely left alone. This has never seen love in the last 20 years, I think. Ugh. Time to make it shine again, I think. It is way too dark for my taste. This is the north side here, so it's facing north, so it's never getting direct sunlight, which can be, the nice part about this is you're not sitting on it and just being grilled by the sun. You can see where the sun is shining, so that is the positive side. The bad side is it's quite dark, so I don't really understand why there's a shine through roof, but it's filled with garbage and litter and leaves and stuff, so I have to clean this. And then there's this treated wood, white window frames, that is nice, but treated wood brown. Why would you paint this brown and dark and dull? I would paint this maybe a light gray, maybe whitish, maybe the beams here, the cross beams and everything, those white. The front I'm thinking gray as a contrast, but I'm not too sure about this. This one, this fence has to go. I'm gonna make it see-through, maybe some little pillars, maybe some pieces of wood just in between, but not this whole thing, this whole obstruction, so you can't see anything, and making it even darker. Why would you do that? So yeah, opening it up, making it fresh, making it look nice and airy and bright. Yeah, bright and friendly. It's a happy place. And this is actually what it looks like inside. So this is the front porch I was just talking about. And we are now in one room. We're going to the next one, which is tiny as well. Look at it. Window to the outer world. And then going backwards here. Why am I doing this like this? This is stupid. And this is just before I'm getting this tiny little room. Yeah, with outside view. I'm thinking of getting some plants first, starting the season right, and then doing the stuff that could wait a bit later. So, you know, the porch renovation inside, making it look nice inside, right? Look at this floor. This is shit. I'm gonna put some nice flooring in here. Everything brighter, everything nicer, everything happier, making it live up again, right? Happy times. Yeah. This house, this tiny little shed needs and deserves some happy times. And I'm gonna provide this, and if you guys want to, you can follow me and have a look at what I'm doing in my progress, so that would be nice. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll get started, I think. Just a quick addendum to that. I was thinking about a name for all this stuff here, right? This project, and because, you know, YouTube is calling me and says, you know, Seb, you really gotta come up with a project name for this, otherwise, you know, user integration work stats, whatever. Anyway, so I wanted to give this project a name, and I couldn't think of one except for probably because, you know, then it hit me. This is a major do-over, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's gonna be the do-over. So I think there are probably already some do-overs, but this is mine, and this is gonna be huge, even though it's a tiny house. Yeah, so this is the do-over. Stay tuned and watch the next episode of The Do-Over.